Have you ever wondered about the selection process of the four Dham Pithadhishvar in India? These are the highly esteemed roles planted firmly at the cardinal directions of the expansive Indian subcontinent. These positions hold immense significance in molding the spiritual and cultural legacy of India, a nation known for its rich diversity and deep-rooted traditions. Let's now embark on a historical journey, turning back the hands of time to the era of the 8th century. This was the time of the monumental philosopher and theologian Adi Shankaracharya. Known for his profound wisdom and visionary approach, he laid the groundwork for the esteemed four Dhams. These four Dhams were established from a standpoint of immense foresight, with an aim to rejuvenate the Hindu religion and foster a sense of unity across a region thrived on its unique customs, varied languages, and diverse beliefs. The Dhams of prominence include Jagannath Puri, positioned in the east, Dwarka in the west, Badrinath in the north, and Rameshwaram in the south. Each of these Dhams has a Pithadhishvar, a highly respected religious figure who serves as the spiritual head and custodian, safeguarding the sanctity and significance of these sacred places. But the question arises, what were the methods that determined these positions? What were the qualifications and criteria crucial for such a significant selection? Adi Shankaracharya, a beacon of knowledge, attributed monumental importance to knowledge as a fundamental requirement. The primary eligibility for the position of Pithadhishvar was an in-depth understanding and comprehensive knowledge of the sacred Vedas and enlightening Upanishads. The potential candidate was expected to be more than just a scholar. They needed to have vast knowledge and the ability to guide and provide wisdom to devotees on their spiritual journey. Alongside, the spiritual and moral character of the individual was also taken into account. They were expected to lead a life that exemplified simplicity, renunciation, and unwavering devotion, mirroring the principles and values of the Dhams they were to head. The selection of the Pithadhishvars was also intimately tied to the tradition of the four mathas, or monastic orders, initiated by Adi Shankaracharya. Each matha was associated with a specific Dham. The heads of these mathas, recognized as the Shankaracharyas, were the most likely candidates for the position of Pithadhishvar. The process of selection was rigorous and meticulous, involving senior monks and distinguished scholars from the mathas residing in each Dham. These scholarly monks and scholars critically scrutinized the potential candidates, their depth of knowledge, character, and overall aptitude for the highly esteemed position. The selection process was marked by scrupulous consideration and thorough deliberation, ensuring the most deserving candidate was selected. Once chosen, these Pithadhishvars would commit their entire life to guiding the spiritual aspirations of the devotees and to preserving the purity and sanctity of the Dham. Once chosen, the Pithadhishvar would serve for life, guiding the spiritual pursuits of the devotees and maintaining the sanctity of the Dham. In essence, the selection process of the four Dham Pithadhishvars encapsulated devotion, knowledge, morality, and spiritual inclination. The goal was to nominate individuals who were the epitome of intellect, virtue, and spirituality. These individuals were to not only maintain religious traditions, but also enlighten and guide the masses towards spirituality and righteousness. Adi Shankaracharya, the renowned scholar who structured this methodology, placed significant emphasis on knowledge. He believed that to be a Pithadhishvar, one must possess a deep understanding of holy scriptures, such as the Vedas and Upanishads. These aspirants were envisaged as scholarly individuals, capable of interpreting and translating the scriptures' profound teachings to the worshippers. Intellect was not the sole attribute sought after in the candidates. Equally important was their spiritual and moral character. This amalgamation of intellect and moral integrity was considered crucial for establishing a harmonious balance between understanding and implementing religious teachings. Aspirants were expected to lead humble lives, foregoing material pleasures for spiritual growth. They were to reflect a sense of devotion, embodying the principles of the Dhams they were to preside over. Their lives were to be a testament to their teachings, exemplifying the path they guided their disciples on. The selection was closely associated with the traditional four mathas or monastic orders, established by Adi Shankaracharya. These mathas to a specific Dham, and the heads of these mathas, the Shankaracharyas, were typically chosen as the Pithadhishvars. The selection process involved senior monks and scholars from the mathas who would meticulously scrutinize the potential candidates, assessing their knowledge, character, and suitability. This process was not merely thorough but also transparent, ensuring that only the most deserving aspirants were elected. Once elected, the Pithadhishvar would serve for a lifetime, aiding the spiritual endeavors of the devotees, upholding the Dham's sanctity, and assuring the continual progress of their respective mathas. They would become the beacon of spiritual knowledge, guiding lights for devotees and guardians of religious traditions. The significance of this process is underscored by the lasting influence these Pithadhishvars exert on their followers, their Dhams, and the mathas they represent. Their guidance continues to enlighten, inspire, and steer numerous devotees towards spirituality and righteousness. Once chosen, the Pithadhishvar would serve for life, guiding the spiritual pursuits of the devotees and maintaining the sanctity of the Dham. So from the 8th century till today, the four Dham Pithadhishvars continue to be the spiritual torchbearers of the Hindu religion. These sacred figures, the Dham Pithadhishvars, are not simply religious followers, but they have served as guiding lights throughout history. They have carefully preserved and carried forward the deep and sacred mysteries of the faith, standing as a beacon of light amid the shifting sands of time. These prominent figures, hailing from the ancient age of the 8th century, have continued their sacred duty even today in our modern era. Their significance transcends the boundaries of time and history. They are not symbols of a bygone era, but living embodiments of the enduring strength and dynamic nature of the Hindu faith. Their roles have evolved, but their core purpose has remained the same. They are more than just custodians of the faith. They are guideposts, living proof of the essential principles of knowledge, devotion, and renunciation. These spiritual leaders are always there, lighting the path towards righteousness and virtue for all Hindus around the world. These principles, the pillars of the Hindu faith, have been inherited from the revered sage and philosopher Adi Shankaracharya. This influential figure was much more than a scholar. He was a spiritual colossus who rejuvenated Hinduism during a period of intense spiritual uncertainty and fashioned it into a system rich with deep philosophical concepts. Adi Shankaracharya, with his profound wisdom, advocated the path of knowledge or jnana, devotion or bhakti, and renunciation or vairagya as the means to achieve spiritual enlightenment. The Dham Pithadhishvars, acknowledging the sacred responsibility bestowed upon them as spiritual leaders, have reverently carried forward this wisdom over the centuries. They have served as an inspiration for multitudes, guiding them through the maze of life's trials and aiding them in their journey towards spiritual enlightenment. They have been indispensable in helping their followers to traverse through the intricate spiritual terrain, equipping them with the knowledge, wisdom, and tools required to attain a life of fulfillment and tranquility. Their wisdom and mentorship have been pivotal in ensuring the continuous preservation and propagation of India's rich spiritual and cultural heritage. Their teachings, sermons, and their personal example have been instrumental in keeping ancient traditions alive and ensuring their relevance in today's rapidly changing world. The Dham Pithadhishvars are the torchbearers of a legacy, the custodians of an age-old heritage, and the heralds of spiritual enlightenment. Their myriad contributions have not only shaped the spiritual landscape of India, but have also influenced the cultural and social fabric of the nation. Through their wisdom and guidance, they strive to keep the spiritual and cultural heritage of India alive. Their contributions have not only been instrumental in shaping the spiritual landscape of India, but have also had a profound impact on the cultural and social fabric of the country. They help to keep the spiritual and cultural heritage of India alive, making the past resonate with the present. They are the torchbearers of a legacy, the custodians of an age-old heritage, and the harbingers of spiritual enlightenment.